Hey y'all, today's video is going to be a little chit chat. Sorry about the squeaky chair. But I thought I would put a layout that I made a little while back that I don't think I have shared of my sweet little granddaughter gathering eggs out of our chicken coop. This is using Simple Stories, the Vintage Farm. Simple Vintage Farm. It's one of my favorite collections, and I was hoping to find more of it when I went to the Stamp and Scrapbook Expo in Duluth, and I didn't see any of it. But this layout, just so you know, is a total 100% scrap lift, and I don't remember where I got it from or who did it, but it is not my original idea. But when I saw the layout, I loved it and I replicated it. So all it is lacking is some journaling and a date. But anyway, right now in my scrapbooking world, I am overwhelmingly overwhelmed, and I've been that way for quite a while. I have spent a lot of time buying at Tuesday morning and not putting things away. The reason why not putting things away, I'll do it later mentality, you know, procrastinator. I am a procrastinator. Some of it's laziness, because I have gotten lazy about some things in my scrapbooking life, which I am working very hard to change. And part of it is it's a hobby, and you can't devote the time you really want to devote to a hobby always, because work, taking care of your home, your yard, your family, animals, you know, just everything else that happens on a day-to-day basis. So when I have time to scrap, I wanted to scrapbook, and I would just put things to the side or put things, I'm notorious for putting things in boxes. When you get, like, you know, an Amazon package, oh, I'll keep that box. I'll shove things in it. And so, you know, it's caught up to me. I actually moved up to this room, I don't know, 2 years, and I still have stuff in the other empty bedroom that I have to contend with. And, you know, I'm to the point, I guess I've hit rock bottom, and I'm just sick of it. So I am working slowly, very slowly, to get some organization back. Some things I'm very organized in, and other things is completely horrible. I have color binders. I have my binders by company. I have color bins. But it's just, I have more stuff than I probably would ever use. And with the rising cost of things, I don't purge a lot, because I normally buy what I love. So if I like it, I like it. It doesn't really, my tastes don't really change that much anymore. I guess because, you know, I'm older, and things that I liked 10 years ago, I still like today. Whereas, say, if I was in my 20s and then in my 30s, things may have changed. But I think as you get older, those things kind of stabilize and don't change as much, because as you get older, you don't like change anyway. But anyway, so I also have the bad habit of, oh, I'm going to start organizing this, and then I have to stop for whatever reason, and then, oh, I'm going to start organizing this the next time. And so I have a lot of organization things in works. But, you know, I don't know. You lose interest in it and something else looks appealing, the squirrel syndrome, whatever that's called, ADHD, ADD, whatever the terminology for that is. I am bad at that also. So I'm trying to take things in small chunks because I cannot sit in my craft room and say on the weekend, I don't think I could like spend half a day just cleaning up and organizing, because it just doesn't work for me. So if I break things down into smaller chunks and say, I'm going to spend just a little bit of time, 15, 30 minutes, 20 minutes, I can get a lot more done. And then if you put a time limit on it, you're not as easily distracted by all the pretty things. So, for example, what I'm doing now is I want to put some layouts away. I measured my stack because of completed layouts that need to be put away. I measured my stack. It is almost 9 inches tall. I am not going to sit down in one sitting and put away almost 9 inches of layout into what album it needs to go into chronological order, because I don't scrapbook in chronological order, but I do like my pages put in chronological order. And I actually don't mind putting them away. I just haven't done it. So on a previous video, I did a flip through of some layouts I wanted to put away, and my goal was to put away 20 layouts. So that's what I'm currently working on. I worked on it, but I put about half of them away. I kind of went through the big stack and I sorted them out, like, let me pull out the ones of my niece and nephew and put those away. So I'm kind of like, these are going in that album, these are for this, and so I'm kind of going through and kind of categorizing it into a smaller one instead of just taking a handful of layouts and putting them away willy-nilly, because that would take a lot longer. So that's what I'm working on now. So if you have a big overwhelming project, or that's overwhelming to you, break it down in smaller chunks like that. And so that's what I'm working on. And also will be writing things down. I picked up a couple of these little to-do list notebooks. I picked them up when I was up in Duluth, and there was I can't remember the name of it, but it was a Japanese store that sold, they had a little bit of everything, stationery, and that's why I went for the stationery section, but they had games and the manga stuff and the stuffed animals and all kinds of stuff in there. So I picked up these to-do lists, and I bought it. I found a pen that I liked, and it was $10. It was a pen from Japan, and it is somewhere over here to my left on my butcher block. I work at a butcher block, and this is where I sit. It's a pull-out table, and then there's a higher piece butcher block top, and I've just got a pile of stuff right there, and that pen is in that pile. So I haven't lost it. I know where it's at. I just haven't ran across it. So I'm writing down things to do. So as I do them, I can check them off. So I want to add on here, put away 20 layouts. Put away 20 layouts. Put away 20 layouts. Till I get them all put away. And then you feel a sense of accomplishment. This This is Rainbow Dice Cube upstairs. Those two are done. I had purchased some furniture, some of the older Michaels, the older style Michaels furniture off of Facebook Marketplace. And I got this real cool shelf piece. It's like open shelving where the drawers pull out. And I can fit 3 like the plastic shoe boxes in it. And that's where all my colored ephemera, my loose colored ephemera are at. For example, I'll grab one. I'll grab a bin. Okay, so here's my loose white color ephemera. And you know what? This isn't all of it. And it's a lot. It's like too much. But now I can look to my right and I can see those color bins, and you saw how quick I grabbed it. So when I scrapbook, I can make the intention of whatever layout I'm working on, pull the appropriate color boxes, and put something on your page. Some of this stuff, look at here. I know y'all remember those. I've got a ton of these. And I still like them. I just haven't used them. Look at there. There's white ones. There's vellum ones. These are little, the Wee, O-U-I, yogurt jars. I do like their yogurt. And you get a cute little glass. It comes in a cute little glass jar. And I buy them when they're on sale. Because, of course, like everything else, they went up too much. So, like, I put my buttons in one jar. I put my metal pieces in another jar. And yes, I still have tons of eyelets and brads. Because I did a lot of buying. And I'm not so much even wanting to buy. Because I did a big buy at the Stampin' Scrapbook Expo. I do get my 2 subscriptions every month. And I really do like those because I don't have to put them away. I just have to take that nice little baggie that it comes in. This is a hip kit. I wrote August 23 on it. I can just put it with my other hip kits, and there it is done. When I want a scrapbook, I can just pull this out and work from it. And that's why I like kits and collections, because this is a lot of work. And a lot of this is my problem that I had shopping at Tuesday Morning. Because I would buy a lot of odds and ends because they didn't get everything in at one time. So if they got in a collection, they may have gotten the die cuts one month, and then the next month you saw the paper pad. Well, if you waited, then the die cuts would have been gone. So you had to buy the die cuts, not knowing if anything else was going to show up. So I did a lot of that, and that was my fault. I did it. I'm sure a lot of you did it if you had a Tuesday Morning near you because of the FOMO, fear of missing out on something. And I'm starting to get over that because I'm overwhelmed with what I have. If you start organizing and really looking at what you have, it really helps you curb that urge to spend. Because, part of the hobby is fun, the buying, the seeing the new product. Man, that is a great part of the hobby. And I love that part. We all love that part. And we love the part of making. But for me, some people love organizing. I love for things to be organized. But I don't like to organize it. I do not enjoy that part of the process. And it really has cut into my time to scrapbook because I have let it get out of hand for so long. So, I think the little to-do list is going to help me. And I did start this other because I bought 2 of these. I did start this other one of some things that I want to do or that I need to make. Like at the Stamp and Scrapbook Expo, I got the Color Play. It's a Wonderful Christmas card kit. I got another one, Photo Play Cheerio card kit. This Close to My Heart True Story album kit came from one of the Stamp and Scrapbook Expos as not a freebie, but we got it with our attendee kit. And it makes a cute little mini album, and I have started on that. And I'm going to sidetrack for a minute because right here are some of the pieces that you are supposed to be able to punch out. And as you can see, I started making the kit. But if you look on this back side, see, you can see the outline. You can see through where it cut through. But if you go down here, it didn't cut all the way through. And you can see it didn't cut all the way through because there's a little bit of green where it cut. But see, this will not punch out. You have to cut it out. And so I was wondering, in the back of my mind, I wonder if that is why they were able to get so many of these. I don't know if it's because this was messed up. I don't know if it was just mine that's messed up or if it's everybody's that was messed up. But you have to hand cut. I mean, it started the cut, but it didn't go all the way through. So that's a thing on my to-do list. There are things that maybe I've purchased and I want to do. And I still have this other notebook that I started a good while back. And it's just a spiral bound notebook. I don't even know where I got it from. But this is like my Crop and Create from this past April. I wrote down all the layouts. And as I do them, I will check them off. And as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4 things that are done. All these I have not done. I still haven't done them. I have done all the Crop and Create delivered since they started them. Just the main event, not the card, not the holiday. Guess what? I still haven't finished all the layouts from all the classes, which is starting to weigh on me because that's what I need to focus my attention on. And that was my goal one year, was to get that paid content done, and I still haven't done it. But it's a hobby. That's what I have to remind myself. This is a hobby, and I also paid a lot of money for that product, for the product. And you're also paying not just for the product, but for the classes. So while I have the product, I haven't used the money part of doing the actual layout for the instruction part, the class part. So I really need to get focused back on that. But I want to do some other things in between that. And I also want to get my room organized, which will be ongoing. I don't know if anybody's room is ever truly organized because, you know, you're always digging in your stuff and you have to put it all back up. That's my problem. I don't like to put it all back up. But anyway, that was my little chat for today. I just wanted to come on and ramble because after I ramble, it makes me feel a little bit better about it. And it allows me to procrastinate just a little bit more. So, I know I'm not the only one out there that struggles with this. So if you are, you're not alone. Just take it in little bit chunks at the time. Break it down into small bites, and eventually you'll see progress. I'm seeing progress. I got furniture. all that furniture moved up here. I went through all that stuff that came in the cubes because the man would not sell them. I just wanted the cubes. But he had so much stuff, he would not sell me just the cubes. I had to pay and take what was in the cubes. He's like, I'm not selling just the cubes. You have to take what's in the cubes. So I did go through all that, and I have a huge, huge box. I kept some of it. I kept some for junk journaling, and I have a huge box that my stepson's mom is going to take because she's a counselor at an elementary school. And so she's going to take it, and she's going to take some of it to the school. And she's going to keep some of it at her house for when she has the grandkids because they love crafting. So anyway, so I have made some progress. Just never enough, what I want to do. I want to feel proud about my room. I would be embarrassed for anybody to see it right now. But I'm working on it. And that's all I can do. Little chunks at the time. So if you're in the same situation as me, little bites, and eventually you'll eat that whole elephant. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.